Good morning, good morning, good morning, how are you? Good morning, good morning. Fine, thank you. Can you hear me? Can you see me and hear me? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good, good. Excuse me. Okay, good morning. Once again, good morning, 5L. How are you today? Good, great, and wonderful. So some of you are in the EFL classes. So I'm expecting at least 9 students here. Today's the 25th of March, 2022. Everybody turn on your cameras
3
now.
more days left until my birthday.
When's your birthday, you're in?
March 28th.
Oh, on Monday. Are you going? Are you coming to school? Are you going to
Nah,
celebrate your birthday with us?
I don't think so.
Are you going to invite
I'm
all of
going
us on your
to
birthday?
do a birthday party on the weekend.
On Sunday.
No, I'm gonna go to a hotel. So today I'm gonna finish my school early and then I'm gonna go.
Wow.
I'm gonna sleep 2 days.
Nice. Okay, now, well, advance happy birthday. Or we're still going to greet you on your birthday. That would be on Monday. It's 28th on Monday. Ah, and after 2 weeks, it's also my birthday. But it's going to be term break already.
But I think term break is. I think my mom said term break is April 9th or maybe
Yeah, that's
April.
Saturday.
Oh,
Saturday, April 9, I think. Let me see. Yeah, start on Saturday. Your last class will be in exactly 2 weeks. On March or April 8th. And then you have a week of term break, and then it's going to be term 4, the last term of the school year. And then you will be promoted to the middle school. Are you excited? You will be in year
no,
6.
I hate the middle school. I want to
All
be
right,
in
everybody.
primary forever.
No, you can't stop it. You can't stop growing. You're growing. It could be so weird. You're a big girl already, and your classmates are
In
still so
5L
little.
already there's a bunch of words, and if we go to 6L A or 6L B, we will then of words.
All right, okay. Say good morning. I'm here when your name is called. Kyung Tai. Everybody, turn on your cameras. Brian. Ang tuan is in the EFL. Yumin.
Good morning.
Junggu.
Good morning, Miss Julie.
Very good. Hyunseo.
Mm.
Hayon.
Miss Julie,
Yes.
Ha Junwo absent today. She not feeling well. And Anh Tuấn in EFL and Lucy still absent, please.
Who's who's absent? Yunseo?
We have Nim Hyun today
Lim
and
Hayo.
Lucy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and
Lim
Lucy is.
Hayon is here. Hayon is here. She's in the meeting. Minsang?
Oh, her mom just messaged me. Maybe I should call her.
Okay. Yerin.
Yes, thank you.
Yan Ang is
Yes,
still
good
sick.
morning.
Kang. And Lam.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good morning. Now, everybody, I want you to. So I have 10 students actually. Going to share my screen right now. Now, you know a little bit of our codes, um, coding a very simple program or even making a very simple calculator, right? And right here, let's continue to work on our flow chart. So our aim in this lesson, you'll learn to draw a flow chart for problem solving. So if I'm going to give you a problem, example, our problem previously, like finding the sum of two numbers. How are you going to draw a flow chart for this? Flow chart is very, very important when it comes to programming. You understand? Again, a flow chart is very important in programming. And we will know the uses. So in different shapes, we will be using shapes in our flow chart. Some uses of the flow chart as well. So this is, if you have, guys, if you have, now I want you to get a paper and a pen or your notebook and then take down notes. So this is the concept of our flow chart. Please read what is flow chart, Kyung Tai.
Um, what is flowchart? A flowchart is a picture, graphical representation of the problem-solving process. A flowchart gives a step-by-step procedure for solution of a problem.
Very good, thank you. So again, a flowchart is a picture. That's what I want you to put in your mind. It's a picture, graphical representation of a problem, of the problem solving process. And it is also a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. I'm going to give you examples later. So just hang on in there. Elements of a flowchart, or what are the composition of our flowchart. As what I mentioned earlier, it composed of basic shapes, right? Shapes. Can you give me an example of a shape, Minsang?
Circle.
Circle, yes. What else?
A square.
Square. So in flowchart, we will be using those shapes. So elements of flowchart, various geometrical shape, could be boxes, represents the steps of the solution. The boxes are connected by directional arrows to show the flow of the solution. So if you have your shapes or the boxes that represents the steps, it's going to be connected with the arrow, right? If it's going to the left, if it's going down, if it's going to the right. Uses of flowchart to specify. Now I want you to read. Yerin, please read. What are the uses of flowchart?
Okay, uses of a flowchart to
Specify.
to specify the method of solving a problem, to plan the sequence of a computer program, communicate ideas, solutions.
Very good. To specify the method of solving a problem. To plan also the sequence. What sequence means? It's the step-by-step process of a computer program. Now, this will be easier for you since we already started solving or making a very basic computer program. Communicate ideas and solution. So these are the guidelines. Drawing a flowchart, we need to identify the input and the output. Now, in our uh, program, finding the sum of two numbers, what do you think is the input there? Hyunseo, what do you think is the input there? Everybody think of your program. The input, meaning to say it's from the word input. Everybody, you can unmute your microphone if you have any answers. Do not wait for me to mention your names. Inputs or input. Finding the sum of two numbers, we have two inputs there. First one, yes, Jungo.
To put something or to enter something.
Yes, and we have two inputs in our finding the sum of two numbers. What is that? Those are the first number and the second number, right? Come on. Your brain, your brain is already working. Exercise your brain cells. Now, what is our output there? The output is the, if we have two inputs, first number and second number, what do you think is the output? What? Come on. Yunseo, Jungo, Yumin, Kang, Lam. What do you think is the output? Come on. I've mentioned the inputs already. First number and the second number. So what is the output? It's in the title of our program already, sum of two numbers. So the output in there is the Insang? Anybody? What's the output? Come on. I'm going to open my Ripple now so you will see. Here. Sum of two numbers. Everybody, eyes on your screen. If there are important information, you will need also to take down notes. So here, our inputs are the first number and the second number. And what is our output? What is our output here? Come on. The output is the, it's very obvious already.
The sum of
5L.
the two number.
Yes, our output, of course, is the answer. The answer, which is the sum. Do you understand? 5L, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard to tell me? I'm giving you a very, very obvious questions. Again, what are the outputs? For the output, it's the answer. The inputs, the first number and the second number. And then your computer will going to process it. Process depending on your formula, the formula that you applied on your codes. Apply reasoning skills to solve a problem. And draw the flow chart using the appropriate symbols and arrows to show the sequence of steps in solving a problem. What is a flow chart again? Jungo? What is a flow chart again? It is a forgot already? I told you to take down notes.
Did you call me?
Yes. What is a flow chart again?
Each diagram
Yes, very good. It's a diagram or
that
it's a
shows.
graphical representation. Yes, go ahead. That shows.
Say more.
Okay, it's a diagram or it's a picture. Graphical representation gives a step-by-step process or procedure. Okay, now these are the types of our geometric shape. Now I want you to write it down first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want you to write and draw this one, and we're going to remember their names. Okay, ready? I'll give you 2 minutes. So it's 8:57. No, it's 8:58. So it start again at 9. There are still a lot of, or we have more geometric shapes, but then we will just focus on this 5, the basic one. Write it down. Are you writing it down? Write it down. You take a picture of your notes. So I will be adding it to your participation as your points for participation, okay?
Miss Junie,
Yes.
can we screenshot this paper?
Screenshot your paper or screenshot the screen.
Yes.
Yes, you can do
Okay.
that. But it's also very important that you take down notes because it's not all the time that you access computer or your device. It's also very nice. It's a nice feeling to study on a notebook on your notes. So you just write the name and the shape. You don't need to write everything here because I want you to remember these. Okay, 1 more minute. All right, let's start. Flowchart symbols or its name. So this one, the oval one, we call it ellipse. Okay, and I want you to remember the shape as well, geometric shape. Kyung Tai, what is the purpose of ellipse in a flowchart? Please read.
Ellipse is used to indicate the start and end of a flowchart. Start written in the ellipse indicates the beginning of a flowchart. End or stop or exit written in the ellipse indicates the end of the flowchart.
Okay, now I want you to remember one word with the ellipse. Ellipse, drawing, and then you put in there start or end. 2 words. Sorry. Ellipse is used to indicate the start and the end of the flow chart. So your keywords here are start and end. Okay? You get it? You remember? Ellipse and then drawing and then start or end. Because you're going to write start in the middle of the or in in the center of this shape. Next, parallelogram. What is the parallelogram for? What's its purpose? Brian? Brian, what's the parallelogram for?
Uh, Used to read data or to print data.
Good. Now here, for the parallelogram, you will need also to remember 2 words, input and output. Now you remember two flowchart symbols now, ellipse, parallelogram. What's the ellipse for again? The start and the end. For the parallelogram, it's for the input and output. Again, is used to read data or input And then to output data, you still need to use parallelogram, right? So next, for the rectangle. Rectangle, what is the purpose of rectangle? Yumin. Han Yumin.
A rectangle is used to show the processing that takes place in the flow chart.
Very good. If it's processing, you will need to use a rectangle, the rectangle box. Right? So usually we put the formula. We put the formula inside the rectangle. Right? Example, in our basic computer program, the finding the sum of two numbers. So we put in here the first one, we put start and then input. Input, we use parallelogram. You can put in enter first number, enter the second number, right? Then the rectangle, because we're going to process it, right? So you put in there the formula. Okay. Next, Hyunseo, what is the diamond for? Hyunseo, diamond is for what?
Choosing the answer the question which is yes or no.
Very good. As you can see in our diamonds, you have already the two arrows, right? Yes or no. So usually, now always remember for the diamond, it is for your decision making, right? Diamond with two branches is used to show the decision making, right? A question is specified with yes or no, or it could be true or false, right? The step in the sequence is based on this question, yes or no. So basically, this will only allow, or this diamond shape is used to display like if you have, say for example, is the answer yes? And if it's yes, it will go to the left or to the right. If it's no, it will go somewhere else. And then basically we use diamond for looping because it's going to go back if this is not the correct answer, so it will go back again to the input. If the answer is yes, it could end the flow. So the arrows, I'm just going to read it. Arrows are used to connect, right? To connect the steps in a flow chart to show the flow or sequence of the problem solving process. So I want you to remember again the ellipse. What is the ellipse for? What is the ellipse for? Minsang? Give me two words for the ellipse. Minsang, start and end. I'm not hearing anything, guys. Are you still there, Minsang? Minsang. Oy, oh, where are you? Okay, what is the ellipse for again? It's for? Give me two words.
Start and end.
Very good. What is the parallelogram for? Urine.
Can you say it again? Your voice is
What
so
is
loud.
the parallelogram for? This one.
A
Give me
parallelogram is
two
used
words.
to data input or to print data.
Okay, so you can just say parallelogram is for input and output. Okay? What is the rectangle for? Kang, me and Kang. The rectangle, give me one more. Rectangle is for Kang. Nguyen Kang. 3, 2, 1, 0. Lam, Vong Lam.
Yeah.
What is the rectangle for? Answer right away.
Oh,
A rectangular is used to show processing that take place in flowchart.
Give me one word. Again, the rectangle is for process, for processing. And for the diamond, you can say it's for the decision making. Arrows used to connect steps. Do you remember the 5 flowchart symbols, basic symbols? And then we can go ahead. I will teach you on how to create a flowchart based on your computer program. So we finished already the sum of two numbers, so we will try to create a flowchart of that. Could be easier now. These are some of the example of the flowchart. So just this is the flowchart of the snake and ladder. So right here, this is a little bit complicated already, but I'll show you. So as you can see here, we have, what do you call this shape again in the flowchart? Just unmute your microphone because I am asking all of you. I'm not going to call any names now. Hurry up. What do you call this shape again?
Ellipse.
Ellipse. Very good. I am also giving points here. Jungo. So again, the start and the end, we use ellipse. Yes? You get it? Now what is the rectangle for? What is the rectangle
Input
for?
and output.
No.
Mm.
Input and output is for the parallelogram. This
Oh.
one.
Processing.
Very good. Process. Very good, you mean. Now, we have start, and then you throw the dice. It's your processing, because you are making an action there. Throw the dice, and then move the coin. They're all process. You are doing something, right? And then, what is for the diamond? For the diamond, what is it for?
Making decision.
Very good. Decision making. Now, we have, as you can see, we have a question here. Landed on snake head. If it's yes, do you know this game, right? If you're landed to the snake's head, it will be eaten by the snake and you will be going back to the very tail of the snake. Do you play this game? Have you tried playing this game? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. And
I
then
have
this
to.
is this is the process again. Slide down to the tail of the snake and then you go back, give the dice to the next player and it's going to be it's just looping like this. But if it's no, of course, we have another question. Landed on the bottom of the ladder? What will happen if you landed on the bottom of the ladder here? Where do you go? You go. Come on, 5L. Cooperate. You
Move
haven't tried?
up.
You haven't tried playing this game? You
Yes.
go up, you move up to the ladder if you landed on the bottom part of the ladder. So you move up to the ladder. But if the answer is no, you didn't, another question. Reached the last block of the game. Last block of the game is like you game over, right? Here. If it's no, give dice again to the next player. If it's yes, you are the winner. And what is the what is this parallelogram for again? What is this process here? Or yes?
Input and output.
Yeah, and as you can see, you are the winner. Is it input or output?
Output.
Output. Very good. Do you understand the flow of the flow chart? It's going to give you a step-by-step process of the problem or of the game. I'll give you another one here. This is what we made last time. Finding the sum of. So we have given already two numbers which are 845 and 247. So for the start here, what shape should be the start here? Guys, what shape should be the start here? Come on.
Ellipse.
Ellipse, very good. And we have A is equal to 845. What should be the shape here? Remember, this is our input. It should be the shape here. Come on.
Rectangle.
Remember, the rectangle is the process already. Do we have a formula here?
Um.
We just enter the number. It's like our first number. What should be the process or what should be the shape here?
Parallelogram.
Parallelogram, good. And what about the second number?
Parallelogram 2.
Very good. And what about the sum? Well, remember, we have the formula here now.
Um.
We are calculating the sum of the two numbers. So what should be the shape here?
Rectangle.
Rectangle. And very good. What about the sum? We are displaying the output. What's the shape?
Ellipse.
Output, the sum, or the answer, the result.
Um.
What's the shape? 5L, Kang and Lam. Are you listening here? Yumin, Jungo, Taik, Brian, Minsang.
Oh, I think parallelogram.
Yes, parallelogram. Remember, for your input and output, you're going to use the same shape. So we input, first number, second number, and then the sum as well. This is our output. We're going to display the answer. So we're going to use parallelogram. What about the end?
Ellipse.
Ellipse. Very good. All right. So this is it. This is the flow chart now. You're right. Ellipse start. Read A, or you enter the first number. Read B. Enter the second number. Sum. Enter the formula A plus B. And then print sum. Parallelogram as well. And then end. Do you understand the concept of the flow chart 5L? Do you have any questions? Questions? No questions? Do you understand? Are you sure? Are you sure? Do you understand? Yes or no? Maybe. Okay, let's try to create our flow chart here using Vishu. Close. So first, you also have arrows, or let's use the shape. There's ellipse. Going to drag, and inside, oh no, you can put in there start. Make it bigger. Next, we're going to use for the input the parallelogram. Can make it bigger. Okay, guys, you can also do this on your Microsoft document. Now, I want you to try it now. You can also use it in your whiteboard, but let's just use this one. Let me see if we can also do this in our whiteboard. Oh no. We can also do this in our whiteboard and put a text. This is sum of two numbers. Okay. Start drawing a flowchart. I want you to draw the same flowchart. Just practice doing it. You can draw it on your Microsoft document also. Start. And
Can I go to the bathroom?
yes, but be back soon. Parallelogram. Or you can put in here. Let's see. Enter. Read first number. Next. Same. Read second number. And it's next. Process. What are we going to do with the first and second number? What are we going to do with them? 5L. What shape? What shape are we going to use here? Insang, Hyunseo, Junggo, Yumin, Brian, Tai, Kyung Tai. You still need also to draw the arrow. Yeah. And that one. Duplicate. What are we going to do next? Anyone? And unfortunately, I don't have the equal sign again. Minsang, send me an equal sign. What are you using in your flowchart? Are you, thank you, Yumin. Are you using the whiteboard or are you using just the visual drawing or the Microsoft document? That's fine. In here, A plus B. Okay, let's put it like that. And once we have the answer, we also display the, and we have the formula already. Now we display the answer. Print. Okay, print C. What is C? And then we're going to do next just end. That's all. And a flowchart. And you still need to insert the arrow also. No, we don't have time left. Any questions with the flowchart? No question? Okay. Take a screenshot of this one and I'll send it in our meeting chat. Okay, there you go. So next week, we continue with our flowchart and then you make sure you remember the 5 basic shapes, the drawing, their names, and the purpose. So I might give you a test. Right? You can also help your classmates who are not here. Right? You can go now, go to your next class. Goodbye, 5L. I'll see you again next week. Okay? No questions? I will send this in our meeting chat also. Okay. All right, no questions. You can go to your next class now. Goodbye, 5L. Have a nice day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye.